Hi, I'm Ryan Finch, one of the co-founders of First Class Real Estate, and thanks so much for joining in and watching this video. Today, we are going to answer a really important question. If you have a choice between being time or the money in any business deal, which one do you want to be? So I'm gonna ask you a question. If you had a decision to make in opening a business, would you rather be the person who puts up the money or the one who puts up the time, right? And so what happens in that is you're looking at it like a flip company. You can put up the money, you're buying the property, and you are paying for the repairs, and somebody else is finding the property, doing the construction, managing all of the project, and then you're splitting the profits at the end. Which one would you want to be? So I give my son this analogy the same way I just asked you, and he says, well, I probably would want to be the one doing the construction of that because I can control that. If I work hard and save up all my money and put it in, and this project goes bad because they did a bad job, he says, then I'm gonna lose all the money that I saved up. And I said, you're right. You know what? That can happen. You can put up the money and do it. I said, but here's the problem. When you're working on that job, you can't be on the next job and the next job. But if you have the money going in, you can go in and set up and be in multiple different places at once, and it doesn't take any more time. So once time is allocated toward a project to make any type of revenue, then you're not able to go in and multiply on the other. In this case, you're trying to make a business decision. When you're opening up a business, you want to make sure that you're putting up the money, not putting up the money and the time, because now you're stuck. What I like to do is open mortgage companies, title companies, real estate offices, but I don't expect to work in them. I expect to fill every lane with someone that has to do a role and do a job, and you should too. Do not get stuck in a lane, don't get stuck in a role. But the best part of this means the sky's the limit. You can open as many offices as you want, as many companies as you want, because as long as you keep rolling in revenue into it, you'll build a multiplication that'll just keep stacking and a momentum that just keeps going. You don't have to do it overnight. It doesn't have to be tomorrow, but you first got to get it in your head and get the vision together of what you want this thing to look like. And it needs to be sipping on the coconut water on the beach in Costa Rica with your kids while your business is still grinding and driving. You need to take good care of the people that are working there so that way they're building and they're doing their business or running your business while you're off somewhere else. So if you have the wrong people, then your investment is not safe. If you have the right people, then your investment is safe. So if you have a choice between being the time or being the money, always be the money. So there you are wanting to open an office in North Carolina. You're making the decision. Do I have the money to open it up to get it to profitability without me being there? Does that take on the cost? How much money is that? If it costs me $25,000 and I can open an office, pay the payroll of people, and get the transactions going to get my revenue back, I'd be building a business with the investment of the money. If I'm planning to be there, then it means I have to give up everything else I was gonna do, and that's gonna stop me. In a lot of cases, people will do partnerships. They'll put up the money and have somebody else do it, and both people own this business, but one's the time and one's the money. One wants the control of being able to make sure that it's profitable, and the other wants to be able to get a return on their money. You can pick which one of those you are. That's okay. Everyone's wired differently. In my opinion, you should pick to be the money, but at the same time, the business needs to run effectively and the operation needs to be profitable.